What does this do for the voter? Because that's the most important person in this entire equation. Yes, politicians are running for office. Yes, there's a lot happening. There's INEC involved. But the voter is the key person here because, I mean, if you don't have voters, you don't have an election. What does this do? I mean, we've had pretty abysmal numbers with regards to turnout over the last couple of elections. This time, people were thinking maybe it might be a little okay. What do you think is going to happen now?
So for me, I think this is going to massively affect the turnout of voters. And that's the truth. And it's been happening. And for me, I think it is rather unfortunate that some politicians are even looking for this kind of situation to play out. In 2011, it affected us massively. You know, in 2015, the effect was devastating. And this is another one. And I'm very, very sure. You know, I was there, I think, sometime in January, and I told you that the turnout will be low, and not just that, elites will not vote. And it is playing out already. A lot of people traveled, you know, to vote and come back, you know, to go about their normal businesses and what have you. And these guys are back in town. They do not, I've interviewed a lot of people, they do not want to go back again. You know, a lot of people
can't even afford to go back again.
That's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of them are not going to go back again. And a lot of people are just going to sit in the comfort of their homes, and then they believe. And a lot of news are just flying around town that, okay, yes, even ballot papers have been thumb-printed, people have done all sort of stuff and all that, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And so the process. And another critical issue is that materials have even been released to some polling centers and what have you. How are we sure that all these materials...
Well, he says they didn't get to polling units, but they've gotten to some of the states, I believe.
So, I mean, these are exposures that are really, really unnecessary and things that we could have averted in the first place. Because you cannot really ascertain the level of credibility and integrity attached to these ballot papers and then, you know, the materials anymore. And so these are issues that makes you worry whether we are ready for this generational shift from a process that is not well organized to a system or a process that is developed and ready for a massive democratic development.
Do you not see any win in this entire scenario for anybody at all? I mean, there could be an argument, isn't there, for the fact that, okay, maybe we needed one more week to make sure things go smoothly. Is there any winner in all of this? Can democracy be the winner here, even if we're upset and emotional as we are now? Could democracy be the eventual winner?
Oh, okay, I think that is fantastic because for me, in all honesty, I feel that it is better that we are going through this phase than for us to hold an election and then somebody is now coming out after that process to say that, oh, I'm sorry, something actually went wrong in so-so-so state, in so-so-so state, and then we'll go back again and do it again and this and that can actually cause chaos. So for me, I think, in all honesty, while we're saying, yes, INEC has not done very well, why wait till the last minute, this, that, blah, 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 we should also encourage INEC to come out and tell us the situation of things when they know that, yes, we are not likely to deliver peaceful, credible, you know, and transparent elections. And for me, I salute the INEC chairman and his team, in all honesty, but I'm not happy with them because they waited too late. I mean, why wait till the last moment before announcing that, yes, you are not ready for so reasons? You know, and then why are we not ready? But while we're saying that on the one hand, on the other hand, for me, I think it is better for democracy to thrive. And then we are all yearning for credible elections. If somebody has then come to say, hello, I'm sorry, this has not been properly wrapped up. Can you give us one more week to do this properly so that, I mean, we are applauded all over the world? I think it is not bad. But why wait till the last minute? Yeah. That is my worry.
Still talking about the voters now, because I mean, I saw two different headlines in newspapers today. One putting the loss yesterday at over 2 trillion naira with regards to the economy and just financial life that was ground to a halt. Some other one put it about, I think, about 400 billion. I don't know exactly what the numbers are. Not an economist, but a lot has happened with regards to that. I have a friend in particular whose wedding is on the 23rd of February next Saturday. And now he's currently looking for a date to move it to, you know. So things like that have happened. And economic life for next weekend again, for people who have planned, you know, I know people who had conferences planned for that weekend. How do we look at this? And I don't know, how do we come out of a situation like this? Is there a way out for people to sort of understand that, okay, this sacrifice is necessary, and is it even worth it at the end of the day?
Well, it is unfortunate, and then, my heart goes out to people who are caught in that web. I also have a friend whose wedding was earlier slated for next weekend, but now I received a text message that, okay, look, it has been moved, and what have you. I also have another family friend who is also affected, and, it's unfortunate. But there is nothing we can do. I mean, we all have to just make this sacrifice for national development, for our democracy to actually grow. Yeah. And then because this is very, very critical, it's a very critical decision. We want to elect our leaders and all that. And then, it is even constitutional. We have a time frame within which we are expected to actually make this happen and all that. And so the only thing we can say to them is, well, we're sorry. If INEC is not saying it, let us say it on behalf of INEC and on behalf of the government if they're not saying so much. Well, the president said, a few words yesterday, and then he also regretted this situation. I mean, let's all join hands and then encourage these guys and, tell them that, yes, it is well, and who knows? It could even be for their own reasons.
A lot of people have said, I don't know if you agree, do you think the INEC chairman should resign?
At this point in time, I do not think so, because, we are all human beings. Conducting free, fair, credible polls is actually no joke. Yes, that is not an excuse, because we have 4 years to plan for this. But if we ask him to resign or we remove him from office at this time, we are going to definitely appoint a fresh mind. And that person cannot make the magic happen in 2 days or in 1 week or whatever it is. So I think we should just allow him complete the process and hold him accountable for whatever happens afterwards. And that's what I think we should do. If we've been very patient all this while. Nigerians waited for 6 weeks in 2015, owing to security reasons and what have you in the Northeast and what. Nigerians are very patient people. I think anybody should give Nigerians credit, for being very patient. This cannot happen in other climes and then they go scot-free. And that's the truth. So if Nigerians are this peaceful, patient with the government, I think the only thing that any INEC can do is to ensure that the polls are credible, are free, transparent, after all.
And apologize when wrong.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Wale, for being here today.
Appreciate it.